Hello everybody and welcome to episode 15 of my Alchemy Factory Let's Play series. And today we are looking at completing the Saturn here. I just have a couple changes to make to this. I forgot the grinders last time. And then we're going to be working on Mars, which Mars is going to be just as tough, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay. There will probably be less stuff. I think this one just required it a lot because of the sand. It's just a lot of base materials. With that said, one of them is copper. That's really easy. This one will be kind of difficult, just because making impure copper is so difficult. But I might be able to find bronze rivets in the cauldrons. I might do a little research on that, but then we have the steel gears. Again, it won't be too difficult. Other than that, powder, charcoal, no, not charcoal, coal powder, I think, that you need for this, from the Athenor. And then, of course, iron nails, that's super easy. So that's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be as difficult, which is great. And we're going to need to create another floor as well. But yeah, I'm just going to get started on these. I think I have it planned out. So right here needs a grinder. And then I believe I can stack on top of here. And then stack these. Like that. Yes, I think that's the same height. Kind of hard to tell. Nope, it's not the same height. I need one more. Here we go. And then I will get a grinder here, and then it'll take it from here. So let's go get rid of this. And then we want it to exit out of the bottom. Like that. And then we'll take it from here. Yes, just like that. Then we'll go ahead and delete this. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this for all of them, and then for this, of course, is the same thing. I'm just gonna stack it here, like so. Delete this, of course, and then build this down here, and this should work. I honestly don't think this is going to work. Why do I say that? Because I think the grinder actually grinds sand very slow. Yeah. So, shoot. Well, it's a good temporary measure. At the very least. I honestly don't need crazy efficiency for this. I really just wanted to get it built for the sake of the future, when we're gonna need the dust. So I might just put this stuff in storage if it's not gonna cost me that much. You can see that all of these are just waiting anyways for the glass. So I'm gonna change all these for now, but it looks like each of these crushers, if I want to reach 45, I'm gonna need 4 of these each. So getting 4 grinders each is a little tough. And even if I use the long grinders, 2 grinders each is going to be a little tough with the compact design that I have here. So I'll have to give it some thought. Alright, little update here for you guys. We finally have our Saturns. There it is. And I believe they sell for 150. So here's this. And for now, we're just going to sell them. But honestly, I do have a lot of spare money, so I feel like I should, oh yeah. You know what? Let's not do that. We're going to not sell them for now, but later on we can if we so choose. For now, let's get the knowledge altar and start doing research so we can get some good points. So I'm just going to have those get sent. I have a cannon up here. Also, I kept forgetting to hit record. So I'll go ahead and show you guys here soon. Invalid angle. Interesting. Well, I don't know how I'm going to solve that. Maybe I'll throw it to the bottom floor? No, I can't do that. I guess I'll just have to drop it down, because I know I can stack these up here. If I do some funky stuff here. Get a pillar, another pillar, and then get a floor. Like that. I should be able to drop it down. Let's get rid of this. And then get a very long delivery thing. Looks like we gotta go one more over. That should be right. I definitely got that height wrong, but let's go up there. Oh yeah, so let me show you guys. So we have our grinders here, and I just used the double ones, the enhanced grinders, and then just set it all up here. So we actually do have a bunch coming out. And if you look at this, we actually have a full belt of everything except salt, which, from what I can see, it looks like it's just this is working fine. I think some of these are probably... Nope, they're working. Oh, an output. Oh, it's the outputs. The sand is full. Oh, wow, it's actually... It actually can't handle all of the sand right now. That's really surprising. Do I have too much sand? It's 22.5. Okay. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 22.5. If that equals 135. So I'm honestly kind of stumped right now on why exactly they're being stopped. So that's a full belt. It should always be... Oh, wait, is it? Oh, it's the output. I'm silly. Do I have too much? I think they're caught in a weird cycle. So I've seen this before. So it's like, if everything doesn't start off perfect, then you're caught in a weird thing. So what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to have to clear these out. I think that'll probably do it. I'll just have to keep clearing this out. And then once this catches up and it actually gets a full belt, then it'll work. So it's like one thing is holding it back, it's relying on the other, and it's just caught in this like constant cycle of waiting. Okay, that looks like almost a full belt. Yes. Nope. Almost. It's like, oh no, I think there's still a few gaps here. But this is still going. Let me collect some more, make sure it's constantly going. I think it'll take some time for this to catch up here. Let me collect some of these. And we should be able to catch up soon. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty consistent now. So now we should be good. And of course, now my bricks are not full. That's a little sketch. I'll have to check that out later, but this is looking really good. It's basically constantly going every 1.3 seconds. Oh, and there it goes. You'll watch it fly around. I didn't set my target here. Here, let's go ahead and change this. Make sure it's set right. There we go. Perfect. And then this. There it goes. Oh, whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I think I make Saturns way faster than I make these. Point 0.2. Oh, that does... Okay, wait, no, 0.4. So I make them at twice the speed. No wonder, because I was like, these are taking forever to fill. Although I do have a good collection now, but... Wow, okay, I make a lot of Saturns. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Well, I guess we'll have a lot of research. I'm not too worried about the money. Well, now I'm gonna have to wait. I'll just hold on to this. But here we go, we're getting good research. In fact, I think we have a point. No, we don't. Okay, I'll have to wait a bit of time. Okay, honestly, the fact that I make so many of them, I'm just gonna do both, because this does take some time to research. So I don't mind splitting these between each other. And I also do want to kind of get some of my money back, just because I have a very high chance of forgetting about this, about watching this and making sure that it doesn't drain. So, got to keep a good eye. I mean, worst case scenario, I literally have 11 gold sitting on me, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, we're also selling our Jupiters. So I think it's finally time for Mars. And there we go, I just got my point. Now the real question is, how am I going to get pillars in this? Get one right here. These actually count as pillars too, I think. Or like I can actually set, well, before I could set them on here. I don't know why I can't now. But that's okay. We'll find some places to put our pillars here. Surely. And also I'll build walls right here so we can get a thing here, a thing here. This is going to be a little sketch, but we can figure it out. Just wanted to show you guys real quick. So we sold 6 of the Jupiters and then 2 of the Saturns today, making 318, which it did outweigh this one a little bit, but probably not this, although these are included in my other builds too. It looks like we did come out on top though on earnings today, so that is looking good. Alright, so I'm not too sure where I left off, so I just want to show you guys real quick. This is the next floor that I have made, and I made it very sketchily because I realized that I can't build walls here, which I could move the lines over to build walls, but I was able to actually find some good spots for these supports, so that's just fine. And also, not having a wall here allows me to go ahead and steal product anywhere I want to, so it's actually kind of nice. And I figured out, although they're kind of yellow on support, if I have them two separated like this, I can actually build an entire floor this way. So I went ahead and pre-placed them, so now I just need to make sure I build around them. And here I have my blast potions, money, as well as the growth potions coming up here. So just getting everything ready for this Mars, and I've been doing some math here, and I believe the recipe I've come up with for the impure copper powder is going to be 2 planks and a copper ingot. So it's going to be a little pricey, but I will look at how much it's going to cost at the end if I do this. Probably enter into one of those calculators, but this is what I came up with because this impure copper powder is just so difficult to make otherwise. It's going to take a lot of iron, sand, and whatever the other one is. I don't remember. But with that said, we are going to use cauldrons for this, and now I'm just working on setting up a cauldron blueprint for a 4 call, and then I will go ahead and find a good place for it. That is gonna be for the bronze rivets, and then of course we're gonna need a big setup for all of the copper coming in for these, and then we're gonna need iron and steel, which these will kind of be a combo because I'm probably going to be using Athenors for this stuff, so yeah, that one's going to be a little tricky. Alright, so Just want to update you guys. I've gotten all of the 3 lines of the resources that we need to get everything started, and I've basically done all of the math I need to do for everything, other than this stuff. So this is what I'm going to use for our coke powder. Sand, linen thread, and red currant. After trying a few different combinations, this is what I'm happy with. This is really easy with growth potions, and then this is just stone, so really simple stuff and shouldn't be too expensive. But yeah, with that said, I am going to show you guys a sped up version of me setting this up. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I did a lot of stuff to explain, but I'll try to keep it short. I kind of forgot about the input of the coke powder here, so I had to re-update the inputs. So we'll have coke powder going there, and then to here, and then here, and then here, as well as the other side is the other side is here. Anyways, this is my setup for the cauldrons, and it's more elaborate than it needs to be, but I don't know, I kind of had fun with it. It's kind of a cool little track system we got going on here. But yeah, we have three inputs, which are going to be, of course, the uh, linen threads, the red currant, and then the sand, which I calculated that I should have one belt per 4 of these cauldrons, so that should be enough. And then, of course, we have our fourth input, which is the blast potions. But what I'm going to do is add another floor here, if I can, which it looks like I can get away with it. Yes. Actually, we can go ahead and do that now. So we'll add more here. And with that, we can actually go ahead and stack, or not stack, but put all of this right here, and then that'll save us a lot of space, and we can go ahead and build some other stuff on this same floor. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I have so far, and back to the time lapse. Alrighty, I believe we are finally ready to go ahead and test this out and see if it works. I stopped the outputs for now because I do want things to kind of fill up. I'm really worried about these cauldrons because, as it turns out, one input is enough to fill all of these. I thought it would actually just stay in one slot, but no, if it has the room to, it will fill up everything, and I learned that the hard way through this sand, so we're gonna have to try and perfectly time things. I've gotten everything basically ready. These need to get attached, this needs to get attached, and then of course money, which I actually just realized I forgot to attach these. But here soon, we are going to get it started. Alright, so I'm just getting the iron started now. This should not affect any of the cauldrons, so it should be okay to get this going. Here we go. And we should start seeing the iron go the right way if I did this. So the only bad thing about the way I built this, you should never just kind of hope that things work. You should always test it before you make everything compact. But with that said, I didn't do that, so looks like we are getting full belts of iron nails. So that is good. We did that right. We needed 2 belts of these for 270 per minute. And then you could see that we are getting some iron ingots into here, so that is good. I don't think we're getting them fast enough. But we will see after. I had to do some weird math because there's also the outputs of these. So when it actually starts making them and it comes around, it should start getting a lot more. With that said, let's go ahead and get these started. So we'll get this started first and see if it works well. Moment of truth. Attach that, and attach that. Please, please, please go at the same time. Okay, things are coming out. Good, good. Those are coming out. Oh, I didn't put my output here. Okay. So these are our 3 inputs right here. So as long as these somewhat match, we'll be good. Also, if I even did the right combos here. Okay. Okay, these are 3. There it is. But it looks like he uses sand a little too much, so we gotta be careful here. It might fill up on these a little too much. Just giving sand some time to catch up here. Okay, that's good. It looks like... Ooh, we're lacking sand here. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I've got to keep a real close eye on this. I think we'll be okay. It should all be the same. I think it just took a second for all of these to actually catch up and do a belt of sand. But now we should be getting a belt of sand. And everything should be catching up. Yeah, we should be good. I'm just so worried that these are going to empty. So that's why I kind of want to like limit the output, which it looks like it is already limited, so we should be good now. I think we're safe. Once these fill up, we kind of have a backfill, then I'll know we're good. But anyways, let's go ahead and get these started. Forget to attach it this time, and we'll get this started early, since that is since the sand was lacking. So we'll wait till we have some sand output here. And then we'll go ahead and start adding our other materials. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, this should be good as well. And I am a little confused, though. I must have done things incorrectly if this is not working. So it looks like I need to place the Athenors. Well, hold on. Oh, I didn't crush the powder. You know, I do that a lot. Anyways, this won't be too difficult since I left room for myself, but I do need to make sure I crush these. Alright, I am not fully sure if I actually got everything or not, but here's all the grinders done. So we should be ready to go. Oh, actually, I'm missing one little bit here. I'll just bring this over real quick. Like so. Send it here. But yeah, the only thing that is well, it actually is a big concern, is blast potions. I am a little low right now on them. They are coming out real slow, and I definitely need to work on getting a better output of those. So that's it. That is going to be the next thing I start working on. But now that everything is hooked up and I've let things run for a bit, let's go ahead and start putting things in. Here we go. We should start making them. There we go. This is good to see. So we'll be making these 0.4 per minute. Pretty good. In fact, we'll be making these really fast. Hopefully they'll well, actually, they probably won't ever run out because I did the exact same setup for this as I did for the Saturn. I just copied it over. With that said, I actually do need to get my cannon. Oh, no, right here. Is this it? I think, yes. This is what I need. So, we'll get a cannon here. The cannon might be too close, but we'll see. Nope. Perfect. Okay, so let's go up there and see. Perfect. Okay. But here we go. We're making the Mars finally. It's looking really good. I like just watching full belts run. Now we won't be getting full belts later. Probably. I don't know. I feel like the math is probably a little off. because these cauldron recipes are not ideal. They have some weird numbers in them. But it'll still make them really fast, and these belts will probably be close to full. But that's only if I can actually keep up with the blast potions. Right now I made sure everything was full, but we're not actually able to produce blast potions fast enough, so we'll have to see. But with that said, we finally have this, and later on when we actually need it, we can go ahead and cut off the sales and the research and dedicate it to making our stardust. So if we go here, it is used in one of these things. I think it's, yeah, here it is, stardust. So we're going to need stardust for these moon tiers, for the lunas. And we also use stardust in, I think that actually might be it. There we go, power of Mars. Finally made a Mars. So it should send it down here, if I did it right. It's gonna take a second. Here it is. The VIP is being transported. Look at that. Awesome. So we finally have the 3 basic relics done now, which is perfect. And we can finally start moving on to some more advanced stuff. With that said, I think... Oh, I really do want to get the Venus made. This might sound confident, but I have a feeling this won't be as hard as the others. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, 200 blast potions, yeah, that is quite a bit. But, I don't know. I feel like that's not that much. I mean, 200 healing potions, that's nothing. Vitality potions, easy. Transformation potions, that one's going to be a little iffy, but with the cauldrons, I think I can make something work. This one's going to be a little difficult too for the growth potions, and I might even copy whatever I make to use for the everything else. But and then we have blast, and then of course sulfuric. So this definitely will take a while, but for 10 gold, I mean, I think what I'm gonna do too is I actually do have some spare, so I'm actually stacking up right now, and I'm gonna need to convert this to gold at some point to save space. But we are ahead, so we're actually stacking up money, so I can actually do some expensive builds if I really want to. But yeah, with that said, I know most of this video was time-lapse, but this took me multiple days. It's just so much headache trying to figure out if I want to use cauldrons or not. But if I didn't use cauldrons, the amount of Athenors I would have to have and the amount of full belts of other materials I would need is just absurd. So I decided to go the cauldron route for this. And even then, it's still... Look how much space it takes up. It's a lot. I didn't think it would take this much for the Mars. But with that said, it is a full belt build. So, I mean, this is as good as it can get for one shaper. But with that said, I am ready to rest. So that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, then please hit that like button. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions, then please leave a comment. And of course, if you guys want to see more videos like this, then please hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.